Hey everyone out there, it's David here. Gonna start my first Davideo Show right now, so keep watching. We're gonna be talking about politics, news, business, and technology, so let's see how you like it. First up in our selection is the politics section. We're gonna be talking about Lisa Murkowski, the U.S. Senate candidate in Alaska. She was running against Joe Miller, the Republican candidate, and she was running as a write-in, which is very odd because you don't see that very often as someone running as a write-in and actually being considered a major candidate. Yeah, she lost to Joe Miller in the primary in the Republican arena, and most people supported Joe Miller, but during the election, the write-in results came around 42% in support of the write-in, but 32% were in support of Joe Miller. The interesting thing here is they're right now reading all of those ballots. They're going through every single one and trying to see who they voted for, first of all, and then they're going through all the write-ins and seeing how they spelled Murkowski, or Lisa Murkowski. Joe Miller's right now has an attorney going after any single one that is not spelled correctly. In the W, some people have put the V, or instead of a U at the beginning, they put an A, or they spelled Lisa wrong, which doesn't make sense. So he's challenging a lot of these ballots, and no matter what, she's gonna win. She's just gonna end up winning. Joe Miller's gotta do what he's gotta do, and so good luck to y'all in Alaska. Stick with it. You'll have a Senate candidate soon. Hopefully. In technology, I have two reports actually to bring you. One of them's sort of really old, and one of them's sort of been dragged on for a long time. But anyway, it's still really interesting. Me personally, I am dying to get an iPad. I just want to get one so bad. So they're coming out with iOS 4.2. It's actually premiering, today at 6 o'clock, Friday, November 12th, and it's gonna have some major added features to the iPad that were not in it when it first came out. It's actually considered the first major update to the iPad since it first came out back in April or May, whenever it was. It's gonna have AirPlay, which is where you can stream whatever you're playing on your iPad onto your Apple TV. It's going to have AirPrint, so you can print wirelessly from your iPad to any printer within range that you've connected to. It's got multitasking, which is going to be incredible. This is what I've been waiting for to have on an iPad before I get one. And it's like this bar that pops up on the bottom and shows you all the apps that you have open and apps you can open up. You have the iPad. You can also change the screen brightness with it. You can change the volume, go forward, backwards on a song. You can open up another app. You can, all kinds of things. One of the big controversies, though, is the toggle on the right side of the iPad. It was originally for screen rotation to prevent the screen orientation from changing. Well, they changed that, and it's going to be now a mute of everything, but from what I understand, it's actually not as effective as it should be. It's only muting the notifications from the iPad itself, so if you're playing music, it's not muting it. Or if you're on Pandora, it's not going to mute that. It's not going to mute a game, which is very odd to me, and I think that's a big flaw, which should be fixed before it comes out here today. Let's hope it does, or it'll come up on another update, who knows. Your Apple ID can work better on the mobile meet function of your iPad. I don't really understand how it's going to affect it, but apparently you can log in better, whatever that means. Folders, this is really cool. You can have folders on your iPad, which amazes me. Folders, really cool. Combine all your multitasking, combine all your functionality, combine all your games, combine all your music, all those things. Really cool. Then they're gonna come out with Game Center. On to other news, the iPad has come to Verizon, and they just started showing advertisements on TV, which I thought were really interesting. I really like how the advertisement, they start the iPad, the guy's on the iPad, then he turns on the MiFi router, and all of a sudden the boxes, the walls come down and he's out into freedom, which I think is a really cool idea. I like that. Anyway, so the iPad's on Verizon, but it's only the Wi-Fi version, and what they'll give you is a MiFi card, which is like, it's like that big. It's so small. And it's battery powered, you press it on, it connects to the 3G network, and you can connect your iPad to that. Which you can do, I think, with like any device. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure if you have a MiFi device, you can connect any Wi-Fi connectable device to it. But who knows, whatever. It'll be interesting. to see what reviews come out on that. Monday, it was reported that there was a missile flying out of California out into the Pacific coast. How scary is that? And then they called the defense departments, NASA, NORAD, all the defense departments, the military, everyone, and no one knows what it was. They don't even know that a missile went off. They don't even think a missile went off. They call everyone, and everyone's like, nope, no missile came from here. No missile came from here. No missile came from here. What can you do? Anyway, so they finally realized that it was actually an airplane, the Jetstream, that had gone up like 45 minutes earlier. And because of the environment, like the weather effects or whatever at the time, it caused it to look like it was a missile stream, which I thought was really interesting. Business. Okay, so we all know that Starbucks closed down 600 stores in 2008. Well, they've been opening stores up continuously for the past 2 years. This year, they're opening 500 new stores, 400 of which won't be in the United States, which I find interesting. And the CEO, but he says that he wants to open many of them in China because he believes that China is a growing industry and will be needing these Starbucks on every single corner. Well, who knows? I think Starbucks is a bit expensive, can be good to be indulgent on, but I don't like to drink it all the time. Anyway, that's all the news. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you think should win, Joe Miller or Lisa Murkowski, or you're like, I don't care, whoever, whatever, I'm not in Alaska. Whatever, okay, don't tell me about that. Talk to me about the mystery missile. Tell me that you love Starbucks, and you're like, I want it on every corner. So leave your comments down below, and I'm also going to have links down there so you can, get and read the actual article. And have yourself a nice day, and oh, by the way, keep yourself informed. Bye.